Welcome back. So in our last session we were discussing about what we're focusing on and the point of focus that we have. And there's a law in the universe called the law of attraction, which basically states that what you're putting your attention to is going to be reflected back to you. Now, many of you watching this probably have heard about this, read about it for several years. It's been pretty prevalent, at least for 10, 15, 20 years now. So the law of attraction is a universal mechanism of creation. So as long as we exist and we are consciousness, in order for us to exist, we are consciousness, our consciousness is going to affect the reality that we see. Because basically the perceived and the perceiver are one. So your frequency determines the reality that you experience. Your frequency is basically the vibration that you have. Vibration would be your feelings, emotions, and things like that, whether you're feeling good or bad. So your attitude, your focus affects the experience that you see. Basically, the simple law that what you focus on is what you're attracting with the law of attraction. So when we have this law of attraction, we have a point of view, a belief system, and assumptions. And when we have this, it's giving you a feeling. And the feeling is key to really becoming a more empowered, more consistent golfer. Because you have these feelings all the time, and they're a direct, just this mirror to you, showing to you that, wow, I'm either in alignment with true possibility, or I'm just completely out of alignment with the potential that I have. So when you feel good, your vibratory energy, your field of energy, it's basically more aligned with that higher level of who you are, your I am presence that you've been working on, tapping into 2 to 5 seconds, 10 to 15 times a day. So basically, the better you feel, the more you are in line with infinite possibilities of the potential of what you create. After all, you are part of the Creator. You are open to the field of infinite possibilities. They're right at your fingertips. So everything is energy. Now, spiritual people, teachers for the last 10 or 15 years have been talking about this, and quantum scientists have been talking about this at extent for many years now. So the universe is not some separate physical area around us subject to just random events that are coming to us by physical things or beings. The physical universe is really an illusion of consciousness, which is held together with electromagnetic fields and quantum equations. So basically everything is energy, and how you think, you feel, and what you believe is affecting that energy around us. So in golf, you're someone who wants to play more consistent golf, and from a inner awareness part or feeling part, people come to me for lessons and they want to be a more consistent golfer, and they know that playing more consistent would make them feel better. So this is definitely the easy for you to realize that playing more consistent golf feels better to you. You're going to feel that because you're more aligned really within yourself, knowing that that potential for you to play more consistent golf is there for you. Many people have taken golf lessons for many years or bought all these different clubs. They still have this belief, but it's kind of dwindling with them because they're not finding this consistency. And as I've been mentioning, it's the piece of the puzzle that's missing as to why you're not finding the consistency. Basically, you're not aligned with more of the higher potential that you have really at your fingertips to bring to your golf game. So when we basically are a free agent of consciousness, and if we can deliberately train our focus, we're going to create better things in our life. So we know here that if we feel good about things, that we're aligned with the potential creator that we are. Now, when we have basically focus on lack of outcomes, maybe I've hit a bad shot into the fairway, and I've hit another bad shot, and I continue to focus on lack. Well, now I'm going to start to feel bad, and this lacking thought that golfers have, all golfers have, and I've had it too, and I still have it today, but this is basically when we start to focus more primarily on lack, we're going to feel bad. We're going to feel out of alignment with infinite potential that we have access to. So the law of attraction is working in our favor, and it's giving us direct feedback whether we feel good or whether we feel bad. And it's an easy barometer to follow, because when we feel good, we're in alignment with true potential of what we can create. When we feel bad, we start to recognize, wow, I feel bad. That's really the I am presence, your higher self telling you, hey, you're kind of off the mark here. There's more possibility to you. Now in golf, if you continue to focus on lack, you're going to get more lack. Okay. So, and that's just, we can look at the quantum fields. That's what's happening there is when you start to focus on lack, you're affecting the quantum fields. They're going to come back and reflect that to you, just like when you were reflecting or focusing on abundance in your golf game, the quantum field is being affected that way positively for you. So in part 2 of this particular session, we're going to get into more of this. Why is this important? What does this all mean? And how can I apply it more in my day-to-day game to become a more consistent golfer? So step into part 2 now.